Tim, well, we'll learn the history of the KB. Gotta know the history before you know the current state. Then we'll go to updated pages, creating new pages, take a bathroom break. Q&A. We have training videos. Why we have training videos? Well, because Skip had some foresight that we'll need it eventually. Current state, people just want to know how to schedule and get paid. They don't care about our learning assets right now, but they will. So we have learning assets, videos in the old KB. When I came on, the guy who onboarded me showed me this crappy KB, and he said at the time he only he put it together in about a week and it's already outdated. We need a KB, we need a help desk team, videos, and the onboarding team for multimodal learning, because there's going to come a time where we're going to need all these things, hopefully sooner than later. Learning assets are, again, our KB and our videos. The quality is going down because changes keep occurring. No thanks to Henry, Brian, and Skip. So you can see where the quality goes down. Quality means accuracy of information. I got videos and KB stuff right now that are already outdated and need attention. Other shit I got to do, like gone through 2 website and branding overhauls. That one in the middle was almost their logo.
Oh, okay.
Thank God. Then random crap too. There I do it. Okay, so the yellow line represents the rate of updates and additions. And yes, you see exponentially they're getting more and more. We're getting these freaking emails more and more and more. Some are small, some are mid, some are major. In my world, the mid one is like this one from Brian. Okay, translated to say we can now use the mobile app. You don't need to use a digital form. So both in the KB and the videos, I just, right in the middle of it, I cut and added that part to use the mobile app without the digital forms. Okay, the route logistics calendar. Oh, you see it here a couple times. Well, that's going to be a major update, which means we're pretty much going to start over. Fun. Mm-hmm. And if you look at line number 15 here, oh, there's going to be a version 2 of the dispatch board. Well, that dispatch board shows up all over our training assets. Good luck with that. Have fun. We're going to have fun.
Uh-huh.
So, okay, and the blue line represents how much time I got to do this crap.
Yep.
Because of other things that I've got to do
Yep.
coming up. And the black line is the projected rate of demand for the learning assets. It's gonna go like that black line. And you see that between the green line and the black line, there's a small little sliver. We're not meeting the moment. KB1 is shit. Absolute crap. Like I said, when I got here, that was a WordPress. It was made on WordPress, and like I said, the guy who made it rushed it and way outdated. So then we moved to Wix. So I had to drag all the information from WordPress on the Wix and start updating. It's trash, but it was better than crap that KB1 was. And then, oh, guess what? We're moving it to Webflow now.
Yep.
It's depressing, but it's better than the trash or the absolute crap. It is. So its current state, it's I've updated it since I've dragged it over in a lot of ways, so it's getting there. And I made it easy because I knew at some point I was going to dump it off on somebody else. Webflow is really tricky. To be a Webflow master, that's basically all you do. I mean, because it's so tricky. But I made it as easy as possible. Why is it screwed up? Pages have been moved but not updated because I haven't had time. So there's outdated info on them. There's probably human errors. I expect anybody who's going to update this KB to have the confidence that Tim might have got it wrong. Like I said, Skip won't stop digging with it. I don't know how much shit you could put in a can, but he finds new exciting ways to stuff it with new stuff. Hopefully that will level off at some point. We'll see. I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first time doing Webflow.
Gotcha.
This KB served as my training grounds. It's not pixel perfect. What that means in the web world is that it's not exactly structured with all the paddings and the margins all perfect. But it's a quality quantity issue. Do I worry about all that, or to get the information updated as soon as I can. I just don't have enough time. Why do we have learning assets? Because like I said, we're going to have bigger and bigger, more customers. We're not going to hire 500 more help desk people to answer all these questions. We want our onboarding team to be onboarding people, not taking additional training, even though we'll take their money. We'd rather onboarding new customers. And these are also marketing assets. Think of it that way. Why do we have videos? Like I use Logic Pro X at home. It's much like Smart Service Cloud in that it's got lots of bells and whistles, and it's constantly updated. I like learning from videos. Most people do more and more and more. In the YouTube world, I like watching testimonials and not testimonials, tutorials, and watching along, and then I will actually do as he's doing. That's how I like to learn. But a lot of people don't like to scrub, they like to scroll, so that's why we have a KB. And what I like about KB is I might know everything about the automatic text messaging features, but what the hell is this whisper button? Oh, that's what it is, great. So the current workflow is I make the video, and then I make the KB.
Gotcha.
So I can hand over the scripts to the videos. Mind you, how people read instruction and how they watch instruction are two different things. So don't just copy and paste the scripts. You have to keep this in mind. I'll get my facts straight from this horse's mouth as much as I possibly can.
So why does Skip look better than everybody else?
No, he didn't. He
Everybody else looks chunky.
he had me update his. He's like, nope. So I get it straight from him because I have to ask him about marketing things related to whatever the topic is as well.
Gotcha.
Subject matter experts will help. Everybody's really friendly about asking and answering questions. I find a lot of crap by accidents. Recently, this work updates exclusions popped up. I'm like, what the hell is that? Well, this is new, but I figured it out. It's work order exclusion dates in the world of recurring, obviously.
Yeah.
So that was a quick fix. So in terms of triage, which I call triage, mid, major, and easy fixes, hard fix, I said, oh, and also recurrences is maybe not getting started level, but it's second tier. So boom, it's going to take me a second. It's high on the priority list. Slapped it in there. What I did is I just cut in the middle of the video, said as a part of a new, and the same thing with the KB as well. It's part of a new recent update. We have work order exclusions, which leads us to learning principles. You don't want to just say, oh, work order date exclusions means that you can, take out some dates. You want to add a example whenever you can. Let's say you're a window cleaning company and one of your Wendy's locations is in a remodel. You can put the time frame that they're closed in there, so they won't be scheduled. It's nice that they know what they're doing. Another learning principle thing, scenario, somebody's toilet's spraying shit everywhere. You're at the work order center, what do? Most people say, well, hit the plus button. No, you want to say why to service this customer, what, you need to create a work order, where, find the plus symbol at the bottom of your screen, action, take, click on it. Customer's journey. If you're updating the route logistics calendar or making a high feature learning asset, you don't need to show them how to make a work order. Keep that in mind. However, in a reverse, if you're making a recurrence pattern, since recurrence patterns work with route logistics calendar, it's a great opportunity to say, oh, by the way, these are used with a route logistics calendar, click here to learn more. Put a button there, that's part of the marketing thing too. We want them to use all our bells and whistles, right?
Right.
So, GIFs, I don't know what the hell they call them, GIF stills. So I use, in the KB, I use animated GIFs and stills. Obviously, you use GIFs whenever you're showing something that they need to see what happens when they do the thing.
Right.
You want to see that drawing, but if you're saying make a new work order, click plus symbol, you don't need to have action. So you just use a still. Now, I don't know PCs for crap. I don't know how you get those GIFs and stills, but I'm sure it's like 30-second YouTube away from figuring it out.
Gotcha.
If, let's say you're making the damn dispatch board, this is the hardest part about making both videos and a KB, is I can't show this. If I'm showing people how to use the dispatch board, it's got 2 records on there. For instance, if you're going to say, hey, we're going to show you how to, that you can color by status, well, if you have 2 records, you're not going to have anything to show. What does that look like? So, can you imagine what it was for me, the frickin' set design for this? I had to clean out the whole record base, create new routes, create fake customers with real addresses.
Yeah.
Then I had to make line items for each of these customers to demonstrate what it looks like when you have low capacity and revenue, medium and high and overflow capacity and revenue, and how
Gotcha.
it's a bitch. Okay, how to get me fired. So I thought that we were going to be able to have multiple seats, multiple users. We're not.
Okay.
We'll just use my login. I don't foresee, there's a workaround, but I don't foresee more than one person having to use the damn thing.
Gotcha.
But with my login, you'll have access to our website, right? And I implore anybody who's doing this to do look around, do learn more about Webflow. But if you want to get me fired, go put eat shit on there. It says it's my login. I did it.
Gotcha.
So now let's go to the interface itself. Webflow. Shit. Nice. Okay, open the site. Webflow. All right, Webflow is basically what you have. And you have how it represents here in the navigation bar.
Gotcha.
This is a visual of what you have, but this kind of that bar gets into detail of what's actually going on in there.
Gotcha.
So you'll have pages. All the pages that are in here. And I'm just going to go ahead and get my dummy one. So this is my dummy AI assistant page that I'm using for this demonstration. So I could mess around all I want. So you have the pages there, and then you have the assets. This is all your images. Expand the folder here. You'll see I have folders for the GIFs with every page. And I have a folder down here for the images for every page. And you'll upload them by hitting that guy whenever you bring in another one.
Gotcha.
Simple. Okay, let's look at the, I could get out of this. Get my navigator open. All right, I'm just gonna skip to, all right, right here. The anatomy of this. So I have certain rules already set, so you don't have to sit there and recreate the wheel every time. I'll start here. This is a heading 1. And the reason because I gave a heading 1 that color, that font, that size. So it'll show up like that every time.
Gotcha.
I give this guy heading 3 because he has his own rules. So let me just go down here real quick. Inside each section, let me close this to unpin it. I'll go to section 11 here. And you see section 11 over here. And I'm going to open that up so we see the anatomy. We have a heading 2. Under that is a div block, a dividing block, with an image and a paragraph. Under that, I have a paragraph. And you can see it's doing this thing here. Yeah. Under that, you see I have a paragraph, div block. You see the div block, image, and paragraph. Okay, great. Easy enough. And then continue. So, let's pretend we're updating something real quick. This is wrong. Okay, edit it. Let's say that this is right, but there's another step thanks to Henry's update. You can click on the dividing block and right click and duplicate it. So did it not duplicate? I don't think it did. Duplicate, yeah, okay. And then you could add your second step, then you do this, then you do that, and then you can, your image here, everything has rules to it. Like I said, all the paragraphs have rules to it. If you decide, oh, I'm gonna move this paragraph, make this gap, or change the padding, Well, look here, you're changing it to all these other guys on the pages.
Oh, gotcha.
See, that's why I created rules so that you can simply, yeah. Images have rules. That's why you have it, the boxes are cornered. There's a little bit of drop shadow, but more importantly, when you click on it, the image expands.
Gotcha, yes.
Right, so
Yeah.
you, if you want to change the image, you upload the image, go to your images, go to the right folder, you expand this, go to the right folder, which in this case is AI, but whatever, and upload it into the correct folder, right? So let's say let me get a guess. Let's say I'm in images, and I'm gonna go to AI images, I'm gonna do it right. Okay, AI images. I needed to change this image. So I upload it, and then, or there's two ways to do it. I can go like that, replace the image, go to AI Assistant, upload an image. I'm gonna upload this one for fun. And I click on it, boom, it changed the image. It's clickable to where it expands. But if you just drag a damn image, let's drag this one in there, it's not gonna have that expand.
Right. Formatting.
Sure, but you can simply go, okay, you know what, I'm gonna go right here and click expand, and it'll give it its thingy. Same thing here, I don't want that to be heading 2, I want it to be heading 3. I just remove its rules, or classes it's called, and heading 2, or heading 3, or whatever, 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah.
There's, before we move on, a couple tricky things. Whenever, I will have these guys here. Whenever you have a link, a link to another page, or an outside link, the way you would just simply change the name of it, clicking on it, and then the little gear icon, you give it the URL you want it to go to. Let's say I want one of these instances somewhere else. I can duplicate it. I said duplicate. And here's another instance. I could drag it to where I want. Drag it down here. Again, shows up, that div block shows up over here, so I can drag it like that too. Whatever makes it easier to move. See a trigger right there. And now I can change the name of it and change the link. What else did I have? So again, so we see heading 1 is normally for the title of the page. Heading 2 goes, and then heading 3 goes, because knowledge center access. It's just uploading files. So think of it in that way. We go down here. One of the tricky things I created, it's a little bit tricky, but I'm right around the corner if anybody needs to refresh. Is this accordion wrapper? I could take this accordion wrapper, copy, and I could frickin' go to another page and
Drop it in there.
drop it instead of being simple.
Nice.
Just so you know, now where was I? Where the fuck you go? AI assistant copy. So let's say, the reason why you have accordions is because you don't want to scroll through. Okay, I go through. I'll show you why, real quick. Administration center.
Yep.
Look how many there are.
Yep.
There'll be one long ass scroll. I don't want to know about MS templates, so I do want to know about task lists. So click on it and it will fold.
Yeah.
It helps you not.
It's very helpful.
But it's a pain in the ass to manage.
Oh yeah, when we make our updates to user roles, that'll be fun to update. Oh yeah, our tree.
So again, if you got a bunch of crap open, oh shit, you can always just go like this to get it down there. Okay, section 11. Okay, you were this section right here. You're right there. Accordion. This accordion wrapper is mastered. And underneath that is each individual accordion. So let me open up this accordion here. And I'll collapse it down here. You'll have the header. You can change where the text is. There's then the paragraph.
Gotcha.
Oh, crap. Sorry, the paragraph is the text. Then you open code in bed. I don't even know what the hell code is. And then inside, you can't see it. It's hidden, but there's a paragraph of what text is that's inside, right?
Gotcha, yeah.
It lives in here, the text.
Oh, I see. Got it.
Yep. So if you want to change this text, you change that text you want, and that's right there to change the text. And to change what's inside of it, you go there, click settings, and you change the text inside of it. But let's look at the, I'm gonna hit preview real quick and open up this one. So you hit preview here if you just want to see what it's gonna look like.
Gotcha.
Oh, there's a damn button in there for a link. Oh shit. Well, how I did that is I brought a div block with a guy in here, copied it over here, changed the name of it, changed the link inside, and then I simply drug it into whatever accordion I want to drag it into. Nope, didn't take it. Where the hell to go? You gotta go inside there, buddy. Oh shit, you gotta go at the bottom. How'd I put it in there?
Magic.
Oh,
Have a good weekend.
You too.
I don't want to sit here and dick with this all day because it's been so long since I did. Anyway,
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah.
It goes in there.
I wonder if it's in the paragraph settings.
Yeah, it's a simple matter of taking the button and drag it into the almost there. Oh, into the panel. It gets a little confusing. There it is. I drug it underneath the paragraph.
Yeah.
Duh. So it's living in here. Hit preview. Where'd it go? Oh, I put it in here. But because I drug the button and not the div block that it lives inside of, it would.
Yeah, gotcha.
So you don't drag the button, you drag the whole div block. So
Oh, gotcha.
there's a hierarchy thing. Let me run through this real quick, see if I had anything else. Oh, I guess any questions so far?
No, it looks super easy to utilize. You're just indexing over on the left side and.
Oh, yes. Cameron had mentioned something about making new pages.
Oh, yeah.
So, two ways to do that. I mean, what I always do is if I'm making a new page, for, let's say we get a whole new feature, it whatever, feature X, a whole brand new. What I would do is I would find a page that I think it might look like, I don't know, maybe it might look like, kind of fit loosely. And then the pages, I find it, I'll do this one, I hit the gear here and I can duplicate.
Duplicate, yeah, got it, yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate this customer center. So I don't forget, I'm gonna duplicate another one, excuse me. I'm gonna duplicate my AI one because I don't wanna, oh shit, did I do it? Yeah, this isn't copy. Yes, I know, shit, I did it again. So I will duplicate my AI isn't copy, give it a fresh name, feature X, and create. Well, in this case, it wouldn't, it would be, never mind. So I duplicate it, and then I will change the name, and change, not this, of course, sorry. Change the name and add whatever what's in this and do as you would.
Gotcha. When you create it, is it automatically published, or do you have to manually put? Okay, I see the publish button in the top right corner. Gotcha.
Okay, so I'm gonna add a whole new page, and I don't remember how. Oh yeah, it's right here. Is these Create new page.
Gotcha.
Brandy, you create it from a template.
Do we have templates already? Or that our other pages are templates?
Yeah, the other pages are, yep, but they have, you know, templates,
Oh, Webflow has our own templates.
templates as well, so.
Gotcha.
I'm going to just create a new page from whatever. Create. You have your blank thing where you can start to add a section. Where is it? Oh yeah. Add your container. The container's important because it keeps things in the middle.
Yes.
So they don't go way the hell over here.
Right. So it's section, container.
Mm-hmm. You probably have a.
A heading.
There, yeah. And there's layouts here too that you know you can work with, and then again I've only made a new page once.
Gotcha, because you're really just duplicating.
This is my first time doing Webflow, so and I made one page once and I duplicated, so this is all kind of new to me again. But you know, then you can. I will go to my assets and I will import. I'll import this, and boom, you know, you can start make your page about move desktop to cloud migration. This is an outdated one, obviously, but there you'd have it.
It's really nice. We don't really get to see any of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of that easy, really, but not.
Yeah. This makes sense.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we have smart people here. Smarter than me, obviously, because they could figure it all out. And ChatGPT. Anything else? Any more questions?
Nope.
So we are.
When you wanna like revert a change.
Oh yeah, Apple Z or whatever, edit undo. I don't know
Gotcha.
PC. I don't know.
No, you're fine.
And if worst comes to worst, there is ways to go back, like a time machine kind of thing. So I won't
Gotcha.
go back to yesterday because all these changes I made were
Yeah, like a historical.
trash. So worst case scenario, you can do that.
Okay.
That's all I can think of. I'm going to end this recording now in case there's any more questions that you have for the audience. Peace.